Yeah. What'd you say?
I couldn't say anything.
Good.
I was stunned.
Stunned and amazed, huh?
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't right.
No.
Don't knock my reason, because if you, what are you doing?
I'm just setting my computer where I can get good the.
Oh,
No, don't worry about it, sugar. Actually, I'm gonna do an interview with you, if that's all right. For
not today.
my podcast. Yeah, you're beautiful.
I want to go home. I gotta go lie down.
You can go home whenever you're ready. All I gotta do is hit a button and it stops.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
you hit the button.
Okay.
And I gotta go lie down.
There.
That's.
Yeah.
Get over.
You gotta go lay down.
Yes, I
How
do.
old are you now? 78?
I'll be 78 on the 10th of May.
Well, you don't look it, girl. You get better looking every time I see you.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Better looking every time I see you, darling.
Okay.
And that's not near often enough. When you gonna come back and see me?
Maybe this evening, yeah.
Huh?
I said maybe this evening.
Well, if I don't answer the door, I'm taking a nap.
Okay.
You know,
Well, you know what?
don't let it upset.
Oh, I won't. I tell you what. I don't know if I would come over because today is Wednesday and I love to watch Tom Selleck.
Oh, yeah.
And he's on all day today on Blue Bloods.
Oh, yeah. I never have watched that, but
Oh, I love it.
I don't like cop shows.
I do.
I mean, I love cops, but I don't like the fictional shows about them.
Right.
You know,
Anyway.
they all have to be badasses. Man, they ain't that way. That's one cop out of 1,000.
Well, I want to say something to you, though.
Okay.
Don't ever think that my job that I had 42 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a long freaking time.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Hell, 42 years ago, I was only 30. My baby girl was being born.
I did what I thought I had to do.
What we all do, Mom. I mean, those that understand, we all do what we have to do. We try, you know, Mama.
But my kids have never, ever forgiven me.
I know, sugar, just like mine have not.
And they won't.
No, well,
Because
God
that
has,
was
though.
because that was their cousin.
Yeah.
And how could I do something like that to him?
Well,
I warned him.
yeah.
I told him, I said, don't ever let me find out that you give my son any drugs.
Really?
I said, because you won't like what'll happen.
That's right. You warned him.
I did. I really did.
Don't you ever have a second thought about
And
it,
I
darling.
trusted his word.
Yeah. Because he's not worth a tear. He's not worth a tear. And if the rest of your family can't
But you know
understand
what?
that, they're
You know
not
what?
worth a tear. What?
He came to me and he said to me, Aunt Carolee, I forgive you. He said, I had it coming.
You probably saved his life.
And then he quit.
You saved his life, Carolee. There you go. There's the thing of it. You saved a man's life. Because if it hadn't been for you,
He wouldn't have went to jail.
he wouldn't have went to jail. He wouldn't have got off the dole. He wouldn't have, gave up that lifestyle.
And I would not have been treated the way I was treated,
I know, sugar. I know.
and I would never do it again.
Well, I would.
I could never, ever.
Take the rejection again.
No. I would never, ever, ever again.
Give me 1 minute. I can't get your mine. They're back over there somewhere. And
Okay.
I can't find them. I'll pay you back. I'll give you 1 minute.
Oh, I would not ever, ever, ever
Do it again.
do it
Let
again
me get out, buddy.
to anyone.
You're going to have to roll that way first
Okay.
so you can get out. Bless
Anyway,
your heart.
you know,
Don't let it get you down, Carolee. Don't even dwell on that. That's been how long? 42 years ago?
yep.
Well, that sure as hell ain't worth crying over today, darling.
Yeah, but what
Other than just
what
talking about it, you know.
hurts me is that my children will not ever forgive me
Yeah.
for putting their cousin in jail.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Well, they're lucky to have him. And if it hadn't been for you, they would not. Hey, you got a grip?
Yep.
I'm turning loose. There you go, you on your own, girl. Come back and see me.
I sure will.
I want to interview you for my podcast.
Okay.
Okay, darling. Hi, Pat. How are you? Oh, your phone's ringing. Okay, see you later. These old folks, I love them. They've all got problems that's bigger than mine, buddy. Bless their heart, every one of them, you know. Somebody has crapped on them. Their children, mostly. That's what happens in the real world. Your kids crap on you. And they turn against you, and they turn the rest of the world against you. And there you are, you're just shit out of luck. Well, I don't care anymore about kids. I don't care about grandkids. I don't care about ex-wives. I don't care about anybody except for my relatives and friends that have done passed on because they know and they're there waiting on me. So these earthly people can kiss my big black ass. God damn it. That's what I'm saying. And these poor old folks around here just wasn't ready for me. But they sure have been a comfort. They have allowed me to be who I am, and they don't want no trouble with me, and that's good. Because they're the only ones that don't. But there I go. I'm telling you my problem, and that's not the purpose of this podcast. This podcast is to help me connect with my neighbors so that they get over their fear of me. Fear of the unknown will do that, and I have been relatively unknown. I've been the crazy man in apartment 18 that plays gospel music at the top of his lungs in the middle of the night and wakes up the whole neighborhood. To me, I was just singing and praying, but to them, I was the rowdiest thing they've ever seen. And my God, they were trying to throw me out of my apartment on account of it. So instead of getting mad and holding it against them, I go up to the donut shop on Saturday morning and get me a box of donuts and take me a TV tray and put on my rubber gloves and my mask and put them donuts on that TV tray with a pair of tongs so they can lift them out. And I go around to my neighbors' front doors and, hey, hi, I'm Gary. I'm the crazy man that kept y'all awake all those nights with my loud music, and I just wanted to apologize. Would you care for a donut? What's your name, darling? I hadn't met you. And everybody said, you don't, I told them, I said, I know you don't know my name. You don't know me because I've never met you, but I know you've heard about me because I'm the crazy one. I'm the crazy man, that plays his music too loud and sings and dances and hollers like a fruitcake, And they've all been just petrified of me. So that's the reason for my podcast. I just want to talk to them and be friends with them and drink coffee with them. Everybody that comes to my door, I say, please come in and have a cup of coffee. Let's sit and talk a while. I just want to get to know them, so they're not afraid of me. That's all. That's all this podcast is about. So, don't expect anything other than just old people sitting around talking, but, we got so much life experience and so much wisdom in these minds of ours, that everybody just blows off. I mean, you elect Joe Biden president, he is not half as cognizant as most of these folks, and you voted for him for president. So if you don't want to watch this podcast, there you go, bud. Go suck on Joe Biden's butt. What do you think? Go do that. Don't come around here, because around here, it's straight talk. Screw you, we're from Texas, and we recognize bullshit when we're being fed it. And we know how to avoid it, because we recognize bullshit when it's laying on the floor in front of us, We don't step in it and waller in it and lose our futures over it. Hell no, we got better sense than that. Because we know about the world and things happening. You can watch anything you want to on YouTube, and I really don't give a rat's ass what it is. You can do anything you want to with your day. Just don't give me no hard time, because if you do, I'll slap the shit out of you. I'll jack slap any of you. Just come show up at my door and see what happens. See what happens if you come hostile. Now, you come and shake my hand bearing, good tidings. I'll buy you a cup of coffee, and I'll give you a back rub. If your feet hurt, I'll say, hell, let me get you a pan of hot water and soak your buns or soak your bunions there, Sit down in my easy chair here. Let me fix you a cup of coffee. That's the kind of host I am. So, anyway, You'll learn about me, and you'll learn about these beautiful old people who've been dumped here. We're all in the same boat. We've been in lockdown for a year around here, and everybody's just stuck in their apartments and so bored, and yet so fearful to come out. I almost went to jail this morning for jumping on a nurse. Not a nurse. She's one of them. When these old people can't do for themselves, like that lady that just left here, she's had 2 brain surgeries, had something, tumor or something in her brain. They've operated on her twice for that. And she's had heart surgery. She's in that wheelchair. Can't hardly get around. And when I first met her, my God, she was just plumb pitiful. I thought, she ain't going to last long. But in the past week, she started dialing up and brushing her hair, because I've been telling her, you are so sweet. You remind me of my mother. And it's done my heart good to just have somebody to talk to, And so that's why my podcast is here. I hope you enjoy it. And if you don't, I really don't give a shit, because I don't intend to make a dime on it. Not a dime. I'm just doing this for my children, so they'll know I am not the devil they think I am. Hell no. Kids, I'm your father, just like I've always been. I'm your father. Don't you understand? How could I hurt you, or how could I lie to you? I'm your father, and I love you. Don't you understand? Don't you understand? I'm just an old man. I'm just a little old man from Texas, but I'm your father. I hope you understand, Keisha, Eric, Sonny. I would love to be around Dylan and Cheyenne and Matt and Teresa. I'd love to be around all of you, and John, I'd love to be around y'all, but I know I can't, because y'all do not know what I know. and you will never let me tell you. So, if you don't remember anything else about your old dad, just remember, I'm your father. I will always love you. I will always forgive you. All you have to do is ask. All you have to do is ask. And it's there for you. Forgiveness is waiting, ready, willing, and able, if you'll just ask. So, adios now, children. I hope you see this. I hope someday you will see this before I die. Before I die alone, that's the problem. But